This podcast is free. Sit back and relax. This podcast is free. I ain't paying for that. This podcast is free. It's Derek and Steven picking topics out of a hat. I ain't paying for that. And now your hosts, Derek and Steven.
And there we go.
And we're here.
Did I do it? I did it right this time.
Oh, hey.
I hit
getting
all
fancy.
I hit all three buttons at
Getting
the right
fancy.
moment, and we didn't have any echo for the first time. I think I probably even got the timing right on the video, even though I forgot to totally play the video at the end of last week's.
That's all right. We might get it right this week. Who knows what'll happen.
We are here. Nobody's here. We're here.
Howdy.
Hi, me.
Howdy.
Hi, me and Derek.
Remember, kids, make it funny or at least interesting.
Yes, it is a big week here on the podcast.
It is?
Since nobody's watching. So much going on. I think you might have heard there's a little election coming up tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm leaving the country.
Apparently, it's contentious, but we got that going on. Derek is very smart. He is actually fleeing the country.
I didn't say fleeing, but
Hopefully he's fleeing. Well, at least fleeing the chaos that
kind
we're all
of
going to be dealing with.
Can I get back in the country?
I was thinking about that. It's kind of like a movie.
I know. What if all shit breaks out?
So,
and it's like, what do I do?
But that's the point. You've seen that movie. I worked it out in my head when I was sitting in the garage a minute ago. So I'm here and you're gone. Let's just say, and we have to be careful because YouTube will probably censor us. Let's just say something unforeseen happens in the wake of the events. Obviously, I would be here. That would be the A part of the movie.
Yeah.
And it would be cutting between me and you, who would be safe in Europe, but you couldn't get back because they locked it down.
Yeah.
And then you and I would not meet up again until the end of the movie. Probably we both end up in downtown Beijing as the final battle. And it's like I can't even say it. I got my pew pew, and you can't say it.
Really?
Yeah, can't say it.
Come on.
That's why they say pew pew. Yeah.
Shut up.
So I've got my pew pew.
We were just watching the
I
freaking
know.
game, and you can't say.
No.
No, whatever.
So I've got my pew pew, and I would
Yeah.
turn the corner,
That's what
and it
this
would be
world's
like,
coming to.
I'd be like seconds away, and be like, wait, Derek? And it's
Steven?
been so long that you've kind of adopted a French accent. You're like, Etienne? But your beard's huge, Heather's standing behind you. You've got some kind of
We're all dirty.
What a German Shepherd. Yeah, and it's and I haven't seen you in 7 years, and we finally meet up at the final battle in Beijing.
Gents.
All because TikTok wanted,
that'd be
wanted
funny.
someone to be president.
Gents. Steven.
Oh, and
gents.
dude, I promise you, if I ever do have to show up in downtown Beijing with the Freedom Forces, I will be wearing jeans. Seriously.
Will they be black jeans though? It's a possibility.
It would depend.
I packed a pair of black jeans.
I have. That's how I know I'm getting old, because I bought my third pair of jeans from Sam's, but they're really nice jeans. I'm wearing the blue ones right now.
Oh really? I
Can
wouldn't.
the
know.
guys in the booth pan down? No, you can't. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
never mind.
One of the guys in the booth.
These are $11.
Mm.
They are
$11. Where?
They're Members Mark jeans.
Shut up.
These are $11.
They got a little stretch in them.
Yeah.
Shut.
These are, and they're just straight. There's no, and this is the weird part about it. I'll give it this. Number one, it's just straight cut blue and black. That's all you get. There's no,
What's wrong
there's
with
no gray. There's no.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
blue and black, and it's only.
They got different washes, like some are dark. some
No,
are
no,
lighter.
no. It's blue and black,
Oh, okay.
and all the sizes are even. That's how I guess they save money, because they don't have to order or use a factory.
Oh.
So it's literally 38, 36, 34. I wear a 33. I bought the 32s. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
But
So
yeah,
they got a little
it's-
stretch in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the only weird thing, is they're in even sizes only. But yeah, $11.
Yeah, when I found out about odd sizes, I was like, an odd size, like a 35 is like,
Yeah. Well, 33 for me. 33,
Yeah.
30
Huh,
is
that's
well.
funny.
Actually, it's
I'm 30 as
33.29.
Well,
but
if
nobody
I
makes
actually get rid of the gut, I think I could actually hike my pants up right below my belly button where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But right now I can't do that.
Well, y'all been eating pretty healthy.
Yeah,
huh?
no, we've been
And you
doing
said
good.
you had dropped quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, I have. I've just got to. I got to start. Huh?
20 pounds.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
thought
know
you
actually.
said
how
you
much.
said you
I
said.
know. Last time I said I was below 230, which I
Oh,
was
okay,
excited.
okay. But yeah,
Like if I get below 220, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, we're getting
well,
there.
and if you continue to eat well, because now
Yeah,
you're
I
already,
know.
you're in the romanticized period of the new eating where you're not tired of it yet.
No,
so
no.
you can actually carry it through the winter. Which
Well,
is the
you know
hardest
what?
part.
It's because I feel different,
yeah,
and like even like eating the little snacky cookie
Yeah.
things, like
can
already
tell.
like
you can tell.
I ate for lunch. I was I go to Qdoba all the time now. I love that place because well, you don't like it. It's okay. Anyways, I get a bowl. It's basically a salad. What? Am I bougie now?
No. Go ahead. Go.
All
Go
right,
just
anyways.
continue.
So it's just a bowl with the lettuce and the chicken, and I get some beans. And usually beans wreck me, but they don't. Like if I just and they get a little cheese and some crap in it and whatever, and all the little toppings, pickled onions, Oh,
Well,
I've got 3 on mine. So
oh, okay.
anyway. Yeah, I
but
don't
it's
know what
also
you're
tell me. No, we got excellent connection.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's good.
I'm with you.
So, well, don't keep it on me the whole time. That's just kinda
Well, I
weird.
mean, you were talking.
Hello.
You were talking. I tried.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was just saying, I really like Qdoba because it's the only thing I can find in the vicinity of where I'm at for
Well,
lunch
yeah, you are
to
right.
get something decent.
Where we are is a kind
I mean,
of.
it's either that or like Checkers. And granted, I had Checkers like 2 weeks ago, and being not eating that for so long, I used to love Checkers, and now it's like no, it was gross. It
It's
was gross.
not
Like
the-
I ended up eating just kind of the meat and the
Really?
lettuce, and I like got rid of the bun and the fries. Like I used to, I could eat like
No.
a pound of those fries, and now I ate like 2 of them, and I was like, "Here, you want my fries?"
Well,
Like,
see, this is the thing,
was
and
gross.
nobody will listen to me. Nobody agrees with me. They changed those fries at some point. It's not the same.
no, there's no way.
Those
it's the same.
Checkers, or for
There's
you,
no
if
way.
if you're watching from
No
another
way.
area, Rallies,
No way.
those fries aren't the same. And I hate to be like,
They
oh,
messed
well,
something
back
up.
in my day, back when I
They need to
remember.
get some canes that could poke at the camera. Hey, back in my day, youngster.
Get off my but no, they did something. They changed those fries. They feel there's something they feel greasier, and I don't like that. But I have to admit, I still do love Checkers. But Qdoba,
I can't
man,
do it. I can't do it.
Qdoba to me is just
It's better. Qdoba is better than what's the other place?
Moe's.
No, well, I'm not even Chipotle. Chipotle is gross to me.
If you are in chat and I would imagine if you're in chat watching this right now,
Can we
you're
take a
probably
poll?
not from anywhere near where we are. So you probably have a little more
Take a
experience
poll.
with Chipotle than we do. We just got Chipotle like
Well, I had one a long time ago.
no, I'm just saying we got a Chipotle
Yeah.
6 months ago.
If that.
So little poor ass
Yeah.
Mississippi just got our Chipotle. And
ass.
so Rachel and I were over there on a Saturday shopping.
Yeah. You went to it?
and what?
You went to?
Well, that's what she said. We got hungry, and she's like, "Well, look, there's
Mm-hmm.
or maybe I said it because I'm sorry." Probably 3 people in the chat. I've heard for seriously 10 years now, motherfuckers won't shut up about how great Chipotle is and how great the guacamole at Chipotle is and Chipotle this and Chipotle that. And then they had that problem years ago where they had salmonella or something,
Yeah.
and
somebody
they
else said
overcame it quite well. And then again, for years, I heard Chipotle. We went into that Chipotle. The 3 different types of beans were more than half empty and were dried over. Like
Really?
they hadn't refilled it. It looked gross. The chicken was it was the most disgusting looking topping bar because there was shit in between on the metal when you're supposed to be wiping that crap up.
Yeah.
It looked disgusting, and the girls that were working there acted like they could give 2 shits that we were there. And that was whether you've had a good experience with Chipotle, I'm not doubting. But my first and only experience with Chipotle was a nasty ass looking topping bar, and people that didn't really even seem like they wanted to wait
Yeah.
on us. We walked out, and guess where we
Well,
went?
I have no idea.
Fucking Moe's. And you know what happened the moment we walked in Moe's?
Oh yeah, there's
Right, literally right
yeah,
down.
Uh-huh.
The moment we walked in Moe's, hey, welcome to Moe's. Come on in. We're going to get you a burrito today and stick our finger in your butt. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And the lady, because we are from Mississippi, she had no teeth. But she was the
that's brutal,
nicest
man.
person I've ever met. And
Well, there
she
you go.
was
Just a nice
continue
person.
oh, do y'all want extra, blah, blah. the nicest experience, probably $3 less than it would have been at Chipotle, and that's how I kind of feel out Qdoba. It's like Target to Walmart. It reminds me of the same exact thing, but you're going to charge me about $3 more for it. And correct me if I'm wrong, you don't get the chips free at Qdoba, do you?
No.
Yeah.
But I've gone so much. I've got the rewards things.
Well, I get why you're
I'm
going
now,
because it's where it's at.
Right. Yeah, and I've got a chef now, so I get now it's $2 for a large queso and chips instead of $5.
But still, you see what I'm saying?
But also,
chat, back me up.
you know,
Chipotle, Moe's.
we lost we lost our third viewer.
Oh well,
we weren't funny or
sorry.
interesting.
So that means that it's you and Rachel. Hey, Rachel. We're never gonna get.
But I
rich.
also like on there because I feel like I'm supporting Ben. I don't know if you like Ben.
I
or
love
whatever,
Ben.
You know,
I do love Ben. No, you're.
and he's worker like he's got a staff in there all the time. They're always cooking the food. It's
Well, doesn't
always
his,
been
his
fresh.
wife primarily run that place too, and she like
They're
there a lot of
both
the.
there.
Oh, I thought he was
Like she does the evening, he does like the morning, and they
Okay.
got a couple of managers. I'm in there at least once
I
a
do
week.
want to support him. We're just also broke as shit right now, and we're going into Christmas. This song will get worse,
Right.
and then we got the vacation. I mean, so
Are y'all going on vacation?
Yeah, we go to Disney at the end of January.
Oh, that's right. I was also saying this year.
25th, I think,
Oh,
or
okay.
28th, something like that. Like the very end of January, we go to Disney. Saturday to Saturday, and so yeah, I'm sorry, Ben. At least for right now, I can't. We have to do burritos here at the house.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but it is good. We
Yeah.
have had it.
So it's like when I'm hankering for some lunch, I just go get a salad from there.
I get it.
Which the salad it's a little cheaper than getting a bowl when you get the rice. Like I was getting the rice, but I was just like I was feeling so full all day. I switched just to the lettuce, and I was like, the difference is it's pretty amazing.
well,
If you just quit eating so many freaking sugars and carbs, it's pretty amazing. Wonder what that is. I don't know what that is. Should you go check on that? Anyways, welcome to the Derek Show.
oh, she's grinding up the almonds for the.
That was an interesting sound.
You can't say that we're not crunchy granola motherfuckers up in here because
I
my
thought-
wife is literally making handmade almond butter right now.
Wow, that's probably going to be good too.
You know what the best part about her making almond butter
I
is?
have no idea
Is
what it is.
those almonds that she uses, she puts them on the baking tray and she covers them in maple syrup or something and bakes them for like. So when they come out of that oven to be ground up, it's like toffee almond, like it's a big sheet of toffee. I'm like, please don't make the almond butter. Just take the shit out and eat it. Like it. If you go, if you lean your head out that door right now,
I smell it right now.
smells like Main Street USA in Magic Kingdom. It's like, oh my god, like it's the best.
Burnt sugar and all.
It is the best smell.
That's
I
funny.
mean, we're all just basically
That's funny.
talking to each other at this
I know.
point. But
we
yeah,
lost our
no,
one
the
viewer.
whole house.
Our one viewer came in. Like,
Like, yeah, they're talking about Chipotle and
The problem is the one when you catch one of them, they're what are we 15 seconds behind or whatever
yeah,
it is, you know? So it's like
maybe 20. I've tried to. I've actually
should
tried
we
to,
just be completely desperate? Somebody's in here. Please stay. Just comment and we'll talk about something.
please. What do you want to talk about, chat? But I did it with the streamer we were watching. The streamer we were watching.
Yeah.
I tried to do it where I would time up getting into games with him, and I've learned it's about like if you look at chat, like
Yeah.
you can type a comment in and then watch when he responds.
Yeah.
It's about 20 to 30 seconds, I think.
Yeah. Just
So,
depending on what's going on.
Yeah, so I guess we just, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad, but
Yeah,
here,
isn't it
but-
weird? And I know it's probably even funnier for you because you don't know, so you have to just be surprised every time I do it. Isn't it weird what you can and cannot say?
Yeah, I mean, but that's a choice, though. I mean, you can say it, but then you just got to pay the consequences.
Well, true, but I
which
mean,
is stupid.
we're already paying the consequence. You know, there's no for us
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But I guess for them, a big streamer who does have it's
Right.
really what they can't say so many things, and they have to substitute.
Well,
these
see,
silly
that's
words.
funny because Joe Rogan says whatever the hell he wants to say.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan is the largest podcast in America. That's
Is he really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
literally. So
That's
you know
interesting.
that's their ad revenue
Huh.
alone covers up whatever.
Well, he's also on Spotify too.
yeah.
He gets both.
Which is weird, you know, for the longest time there. And he told everybody, you know, we're leaving YouTube and everything that's on YouTube will stay on YouTube. But he said
Right.
everything will then move
and they
to
would just put
Spotify.
clips up for a
Clips-
while.
Now they're putting up full episodes
Yeah.
again,
Mhm.
which I don't. understand what did
Something
did
changed.
some part of the deal loosen after 5 years or whatever, where they're like, yeah,
Oh,
after
probably
5
was-
years.
well, I think he signed exclusively with Spotify.
Oh, so once
and they
the
let him put out clips
exclusivity
on
comes
YouTube.
out-
Yeah, once that ended,
Then
he
it's
he just went back on YouTube as
Yeah.
well. Because I mean, you want another 11 million views on a video or
True.
whatever? Sure, why not?
I can't really watch him anymore. He's kind of annoying to me.
A little bit. Like he's not. If what's he do, like 3 podcasts a week or something like that?
I thought it was more than that, but
It
let's
may
say
be
it's
more.
30.
Let's just, yeah, whatever. But it's like you're gonna lose that umph to question people or talk about.
Well, I think
stuff,
that's
'cause,
what it is.
Like he's mainly on health, aliens.
It's
and,
what literally what he
and-
wants to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I don't blame him.
No. I don't.
You know.
Trust me. Anything I'm about to say is not a dig at him because I
Yeah.
get it. He should be able to do whatever the hell he wants. But that's why I don't anymore, because it's always like it's like the same clip every time. It's Joe and he's going, "What do you think about black holes and alien buttholes? Is there a correlation?" And then they go into like an hour-long conversation of that.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of looking at Joe and he's like, yeah, it's like, what
Yeah.
is he? It's just like whatever comes up in his imagination at this point. It used to be more interesting to me.
Right.
It's not as like, I'll tell you the one that kind of did it in for me watching Joe was the Trump interview. Not because I like or dislike Trump or hate Trump. It was just because it was like boring. It really, to me,
Yeah,
was
no,
a
there
very
wasn't-
boring interview.
He asked some questions and he wanted to talk to him because I watched the whole thing. I thought
Yeah.
for Trump it was probably one of his better interviews that I've watched because
Yeah.
he seemed slightly more normal
Yeah.
about things and he didn't get into any tangents that it's
Yeah.
like, dude, please just
Yeah.
say what you need to say. But I wish he would have pressed things a little harder.
Joe would have pressed.
Yeah, because it's like he was asking that like for the longest time. He's like, "Your first day,
Yeah,
I wanna know
I
about
saw
the first
that
day.
part.
Like, what do you do?"
Yeah.
and he's like talking about some bedroom or
Yeah,
something.
the
like
Lincoln
that.
bedroom,
Yeah.
and he finally
it's-
went, yeah. But the
yeah,
first, day,
it's
and
like
he still
answer the question.
Yeah, and
But I
and-
think that's got to be tough. Like, you don't want to spend 2 hours just trying to get one question answered.
yeah.
If people aren't going to answer it, then you just got to move on.
But he did
So
have
it
a
just kinda
bunch of people
sucks.
on after that. He as soon as he had Trump on, the next one was his presidential
Vance
candidate,
guy.
J.D. Vance, and then
he had Fetterman.
Fetterman on, which I did not want to watch because Fetterman.
I saw a
annoys
clip
the
on it. Now
piss
he
out of
pressed
me.
him
Really?
on the clip that I saw.
Yeah.
I saw a clip
Fetterman
on
annoys the
Instagram.
piss out of me.
He just seems kind of stupid.
Not only that, because apparently he had a stroke or whatever. But
Oh.
is that not the point? If you had a stroke, should you be a state senator?
Well, it's as far as the government's concerned. That as long as you're operational, that's a disability, and that's a thumbs up for.
Well,
for,
he was also the one that tried to get him to where like, well, we don't have to wear suits in the. No,
Yeah, he
I'm
wears
sorry,
a-
buddy. If you're gonna go to Congress or the
Dress
Senate,
up.
you can put a suit on.
Yeah.
I could put I wear cowboy boots and blue jeans every day. I'm pretty sure if you elected me to Congress, I'd have no problem going down to Men's Warehouse and getting a couple of suits and being like,
Right.
yeah, it's cool. Blue on Tuesdays and black on Wednesdays. I
Right.
mean, who gives a shit? Like,
Right.
I don't. That's lazy to me. I don't give a fuck if you like your hoodie that much.
Right.
Go get dressed up, you fat slob. I mean, I'm sorry. And again, one might argue from nobody watching. Well, shut the fuck up. You're not from Pennsylvania. Well, yeah, that's the sad part. Y'all elected that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's your representative. I don't know what I would do if Roger Wicker, is that our guy? And I forget the other one. If I saw them on TV, I'm just old enough and dumb and dorky enough now where I'd actually pick up the phone and be like, yeah, this is blah, blah, blah constituent from Harrison County. I want to speak to somebody on my senator's team. Yes, sir. How can I help you? What the fuck are you doing wearing a hoodie and sweatpants representing me, who we are to get made fun
Yeah.
of?
Dress your
enough?
ass up.
You want to hear a cool stat?
I'd
Make you
love
feel
to.
good about the state of Mississippi?
Sure. Here it
On
comes.
average, the per person GDP for an average resident in Mississippi
Uh-huh.
is higher than Canada, the UK, and France.
No way.
Yep.
What is it?
That the average for this state is 85,000.
No way.
Yeah.
Per person?
Not income, state
yeah,
GDP.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Still, that just seems high.
That's the number. And it was cited. It wasn't some dude saying it on a podcast. It was an actual stat.
That's interesting.
I don't find it hard
Does
to believe.
GDP mean anything though?
I mean, in the end, yes. To
maybe.
the average person and how much they pay at Walmart, no.
Right.
But it does show that it's not quite as bad.
I got
as
into
you
a
would.
conversation with somebody about that, about the NATO and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
about how some whatever other country was paying more than their fair
Yeah,
share
yeah.
than we were paying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it's based off of GDP, and I was just kind of like, but it doesn't matter because the GDP of the state of Ohio was more than the other
Yeah.
country. So
Yeah.
it's like, even if we didn't pay our percentage completely, we
Yeah.
still paid, I don't know how many billions more dollars than the other country.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but they use that statistic of, well, they paid more than we did. I'm like, no, they didn't pay more. They paid more of a percentage. You need to get your,
Based on
your
their
words
little,
correctly. Yeah.
little million people that live
Somebody
in
had posted that on Facebook, and I don't normally chime in, but I had
Well,
to because
and
I was like, it was very misleading. And I was just like, no, that's true, but it's not true.
Well, because people that have never been here don't really understand and take for granted how big this country is.
Well, my friends who used to live in Italy were telling me that. Like, you can go from the tip of the boot to the top of Italy
3
in
hours? 4 hours?
probably about 6, he said. And I'm just like, oh, well, that's
Yeah, it's
you
nothing.
you could barely cross the state of Mississippi in 6 hours, at least from north to south.
Yeah. Oh
or
no, no,
south
no.
to north.
No,
yeah.
6 hours from here, you're still not in Orlando. You
Right.
know, you're in Panama City from where
Right.
we live.
Yeah.
That's 6 hours. You know, but and there's a really cool Instagram account that I follow, and he does just that. He's a guy from the UK, and he actually defends us every time. He's like, people, blah blah blah. He's like, you just don't understand. Us Britons can go from the one side of Britain to the other in 3 or 4 hours. He's like, you can drive in Mississippi, the United States, and before the time before the time you've been driving means anything to you,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have seen the landscape change 2 times. You know, like here, you'd be
Oh, yeah.
pine
Sure.
trees and pine trees, and all of a sudden you're like, well, shit, we're in a swamp. And if you take a nap, you wake up and it's red clay desert. You know, so it's like they
Yeah.
just don't understand
get
that.
it.
You know, and one time he was defending us because people from outside the states don't understand why we talk about it, and you know they would say, oh, it's 80 miles or 80 kilometers away,
Right.
and we're like, oh no, it's 2.5 hours away, and they're like, they don't understand why we use time as the measurement.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, same thing. He's like, because for us, it's only a matter of 120-ish miles or whatever. For them, it's
Right.
2,000 miles. So yeah, we think in terms of, oh yeah, it's 32 hours away to get to LA. When
Right.
they would be thinking that's 3,000, whatever, not 2,000 miles.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's
but the
interesting.
state of Texas alone, where I-10 crosses, is over 1,000 miles.
Really? Yeah, I'm not. I want to drive that actually sometime.
It's a fun drive.
Is it really?
If you do it, I had a friend.
How do you break that up? Because I don't like being in the car too much.
Well.
I like to make stops, but I want to hurry up and get where I want to go.
We did it when we were young.
But I guess you got to make your stops and plan.
we did it
accordingly.
all the way through, but we were 23.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, okay.
But she moved out there with a rock and roll boyfriend that had played remember on the beach, the Daiquiri Bar?
Yeah.
The rock and roll band that had come through from L.A.
Mm-hmm.
She made friends with him. They dated. It got serious enough. She moved out there. And she's like, Steven, will you come with me? And so I don't have to drive across the country by myself. So she
Yeah.
just had her Ford Mustang loaded up, both of us, and we left here at 10 o'clock
How
at
did
night.
you get back?
She paid for my flight. That was the deal. She's like,
okay.
all your food, you just come with me, all your food while we're there, all your lodging,
okay.
and I'll fly you back. I was like, okay.
Huh.
So we go, and this is how you do it if you want to see Texas the right way. You leave at like 10 o'clock at night. So that puts you driving through shitty-ass Mississippi, nasty-ass Louisiana, and the front, like,
Get past
Louisiana-looking part of Texas.
Yeah.
That's all, and then you hit the plains of Texas where it looks like a fucking western,
Yeah.
with a little boot up in the,
Uh-huh.
as sunrises, and then you get that like, like you can see the wagon going. That's how you do. If you just drive across in the middle of the day, you're like, well, it's fucking hot, and this is dumb, because that's
Yeah, I
how
get
we
it, I
went
get it, I get
through. My first experience was Arizona. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We rolled the window down, and my lips went chapped because the air just sucked all of the moisture that my Mississippi body had out. And then we pulled up to I'd never seen an immigration stop.
Oh.
Not at the border, just the ones that they have out in the West.
Oh wow.
And it's like, wow, it was weird. It felt weird because
Got
it's
your
like-
passport,
well,
boy.
that's what I'm saying. It felt weird because, like, as an American citizen, you're like, I'm sorry, why are you stopping me in my country? I'm in my country.
Right.
You're not. And granted, for citizens, and they can obviously tell that you're like American. You're like, no.
Yeah, right,
like,
right.
How you doing? So they know, but still, I admit it did feel weird. I was like, kind of that. It's
Yeah.
that joke. Papers, please. Like, I don't need. I need to give you damn thing. Like.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it was interesting. But the drive, and then of course you get to California, and sorry guys, California is a big,
Yeah. It's a
double,
beautiful country,
double
though.
down boot for me.
It's a beautiful country though.
In and
Driving highway.
out burger. That was
Wow.
the high point for me.
Really?
Yeah. Did not. Now, granted,
If you drive Highway 1, though, it's gorgeous.
one could argue and would be correct in saying, well, Steven, you went to L.A. Yeah, which was the complete.
Yeah, that's,
And it wasn't my
yeah.
choice. It's where they were
I've
moving.
been there once.
But if I could do it over again and make my one and only experience in California be anything other than Los Angeles, dude, I mean, alone driving on what's the big one? The 101.
I don't know. I have no clue.
It's the big, like,
I have no clue what that is.
the big 10 lane, like that you see
Oh,
in the
yeah,
movies,
okay, yeah,
speed and shit
yeah,
like that.
mhm.
Dude, you like, it's 70 miles an hour like everywhere else in the country. To just be going, it was like 85. So if you're passing somebody, you're at like 92 to pass. And I just felt like, and this is the weirder part because I don't know if it's as bad now. It was that bad back in
Probably.
like 2004.
When I went, it took like an hour and a half to go. I think it was like 15 miles.
Well, I don't even mean the traffic. I meant more of back
Yeah,
in
yeah.
2004. We were literally Mad Maxing down the fucking 101, and I look up and the hill's on fire, and they just act like,
They don't
oh
care.
yeah, it's
People
on
don't
fire.
care.
And all I can think of like, I feel like I'm in hell. Like the shit's on fire.
That's
I'm
good.
on Mad Max.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it was insane. And then you get off, and then like you say, then you get off one of these death traps, and it's like an hour to get wherever, and you're like,
Yeah,
but it's
sure,
like
yeah.
it's like 2 miles down the road, and they're like, yeah, you're
It's
like,
an hour. You
why?
better with
Because-
a bicycle.
because it's 66 all year. That's the payoff,
Yeah, I don't know. Why. I guess people feel like they get
and it
stuck
doesn't
in
rain.
places.
Oh, I mean, okay,
I got one for you though.
what?
I really want to know your feelings on this. I want to know if I can get a rant out of this. Tell me how you feel about daylight savings time that just happened. That's what I thought. That's how I feel about it too. I'm just like,
You don't know me. You don't know what I'm about to say.
well, that's true. I would tell you right now, if a presidential candidate said I will do away with daylight savings time, I would just vote for them.
First of all,
So,
I get
that's
the
just me.
point of daylight savings.
Oh, really? What's the point?
The point of daylight savings
You
time.
say some shit about some farmers, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's exactly that. But
I
let me
I
finish
read a
my
different
statement
article.
before
I
you-
read a different article.
Well, let me finish my statement before you attack me, you fucking Republican.
I'm not saying I'm one way or the other.
It's a joke.
Thank you very much.
It was for the crop
Somewhere.
rotation. That's why they do that, because the sun does fucking move through the year. Now, period. That was in like the 1750s, before they modernized and mass mechanized farming. Yet now it does not. That doesn't matter to them. The timing and the crop
I'm
rotation.
gonna have to look this up.
Well, but
Now
no,
I'm really gonna have to find
but
out.
seriously, back in the days before all
I don't think
of,
it was that long ago. I heard it had something to do with World War One and World War Two.
Oh, I've never heard. Well, anyway, the point being is, if there is a reason, I get it. But I think
I don't get your
Well,
ass
can
up
you-
a little earlier.
You
Sorry.
won't let me fucking motherfucker. If there was a reason, I get it. For whenever it was, 1860. But I think no matter what the reason is, say it was World War One, say it was farmers and their crops. You can't tell me that now that's all through modernization and mechanization and the great expanse. That's not, it doesn't matter anymore. Now we don't fucking need it. There's no reason we need it, especially
Yeah.
with how hyper connected we are with communication. What does it
Right.
matter? You can talk to the guy in Honduras with no lag. So it doesn't matter. I agree. Like, we don't need the shit because I was.
Why can't we get it changed? Who do we got to do to get this changed? I don't know. What do
There's
you
a,
got to do?
there has been a couple of times they've
Is
tried
there
to
a
pass the
coalition?
bill. They've tried to pass the bill a couple of times, but it never, obviously, for some reason, it never happens.
Giving us a little heart.
But you know, I
Can I keep
I
going?
used to be the grump that was like, shut the fuck up. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Now, because of that little mongrel in there,
Mhm.
she's made me every year. It's gotten worse. Like now, when it happens, what?
Nothing. I'm listening.
Oh, now when it happens, it does affect me. It used to never affect me because of her softening me. It affects me now every year. And you know what? Because you're coincidentally talking about it, I noticed the effect between Friday night and now.
Oh, really?
Like seriously.
Mm.
Not that I'm tired. I feel like I'm irritable. And she would probably agree over the course of the past 2 or 3 days.
Huh.
I bet you she would characterize me as slightly irritable.
When are you not slightly irritable?
She said it the other day, and she is right. I like that she said it to me. She goes, "You're just the moodiest damn person," and I mean, maybe I can't see it because I'm me,
Yeah.
but okay, you know, I can't say no.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't get the point in it. I'm just ready for it to be over with. Let's just.
Does it affect you? Do you feel like it
I mean,
physically affects you?
Not really. I mean, I just look at the time. I'm like, oh, now it's this time, but it was this. It's just
No,
dumb.
I mean like the sunlight changing, the time of the day. Do you feel like that? It affects her big time.
Well, I mean, I really don't like that it's dark at 4 o'clock.
That's why she hates
Yeah,
it,
I
and I
know.
think that's where the whole sad thing comes from. The
I mean,
seasonal
I actually
affective.
prefer the other time change, as you know, I always have because there's more daylight in the day.
True.
But there's more daylight as it's just the way that the Earth is tilted and the way it works. Who cares what time it is?
It doesn't matter.
It is what time it is. It doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
it's stupid.
I don't think it is required anymore. But I do notice it affects me now. It used to not affect me. Things that never affected me now affect me.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. as
The
you
time
get older.
change, like
Old
yeah,
timer.
I slept good though. I never
Old
sleep
timer.
good. I never sleep good. I slept good that night
Yeah.
for sure. I think I slept 8.5 hours.
Oh.
I usually sleep 6.5. 6.
Well, that was one of the topics I wanted to talk about. What about Well, I guess we already kind of talked about the election. Or whatever,
it's coming,
sort of.
brother.
I know.
Tomorrow's. You know what's crappy about that too is it's my wedding anniversary too, and I have to deal with election
Tomorrow?
stuff on my 2 years.
Wow, has it been 2 years already?
2 years.
Ah.
Can you hear me, wifey?
Congratulations.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Rachel? When I married you, 2 years.
Here, you get some hearts for that. Bloop, 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 bloop. There we go. Sorry.
Yeah, tomorrow is 2 years, and we have to spend it dealing with the election.
Oh. Yeah, that's not.
what a
that's not
beautiful
ever-
day, huh?
Man, I can't believe it's been 2 years already. I mean, I guess it can, but it almost feels like it's been longer than that.
It's been yeah,
Huh.
because the heaviness of this year definitely makes
Yeah,
it feel.
yeah, that's true.
Which but we celebrated today. It's a great day.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a good anniversary gift,
It's a
right?
great anniversary gift.
Just be
And I thought it was coincidental that it would be awesome that all of that would end a day before the anniversary, like just wrapping the whole thing up,
yeah.
and then like, see, you've been married for 2 years. I was like, all right, that makes me
Yeah,
feel good about that.
there you go.
It is definitely a relief, and I thought, to be honest with you, I thought I was already relieved. I thought I'd already been like, you know, when I probably when the day it happened, her last infusion,
Right.
like I was like,
Right.
it wasn't. It was today.
Oh wow.
When she sent, well, you didn't see it because she's got an Android and we have Apple, and the video looks like crap.
Oh,
But she
okay.
sent the video of her.
Oh, doing the.
What they do is they ring the bell. Do you,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
know about that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She rang the bell and she sent the. Where is it?
I don't know.
I thought I had it. Anyway, she.
Yeah,
rang
well, I think you've been mainly stressed lately, tense, let's say, because of all that.
Oh, good lord! Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's exactly what she said. She's a little reluctance there. She's like, "Oh, okay, this is great. Let me get out of here."
Yeah. But like I said, I thought I was relieved, and then I got that video, and then I really was like, I felt it. Like an
that's
actual
awesome.
chest exhale where I was like, oh,
That's
like,
awesome.
and it really, so,
Yeah.
and it's obviously, she's
Sometimes I think you've been carrying the weight more than she has.
somebody
Because I
said
feel like
it-
she's handled it like a champ. Every time I see her, she's
she
like,
did
oh,
handle
whatever,
it
blah,
like
blah,
a
blah.
champ, and she was the biggest scaredy cat of it going in.
Well, yeah, I
And
understand.
she
it.
handled it way
Yeah,
better, and
I
now
wouldn't- I
she's
wouldn't
like,
handle it that way.
whatever,
Yeah. Let's get on with it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
let's go. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now?
Oh, she's cooking something now. I smell something.
No, she's. Warning: the stream's current bit rate is lower than recommended rate. We're
Uh-oh.
why are we?
I don't know.
I don't know why
It's
we're.
draining this internet.
I don't know. We've never had that problem before.
Oh, there's always some kind of problem in there. Yeah, the life of a digital world. I don't know.
Warning!
Wow.
Warning! What's the open the widget? Do I want to open the widget?
I have no idea.
Let's open the widget.
Maybe that's why we lost our
Oh,
one
it
viewer.
it went from excellent to good.
Oh, okay. Did you plug in the Ethernet?
Yeah, no, we're
Oh.
we're
Get
because
that
I did like you said.
Get
the-
that AT&T, bro.
But yeah, I'm really glad it's over, and it does coincidentally, like I was griping at her the other day. I got too many weekends that are open right now with playing,
yeah.
and money's becoming a problem, and I don't like it. And I was like, we were talking about the bowling alley, and I was like, I've got to figure something out. And she goes and gets her thing. She rings the bell, and it's our anniversary. So it's like things I should be feeling good about, but I'm still being pissy and acting like a little ass and being gripey about it. Who calls? Rock.
Oh, really? Oh,
We got to go Saturday because I'm off. So I was pissy about that. But I now got to go Saturday with him, and then I got to do Sunday for the Saints game. So just like,
oh, well, there you go.
you ask for it, and it,
Right. Well, there you go.
know, so-
Yeah, that's how it usually works.
because
for me.
he even said it, you can hear him. He's like, Steve, I know you're probably playing on Saturday. I was like, actually, I'm not. He's like, really? He's like, I didn't think I was going to be able to do the gig at all. That whatever they want. It's like on that big patch of grass in front of the Grand,
Yeah.
something.
Oh.
And so he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So now I've
okay,
got
that's
2
cool.
gigs, and then and I'm gonna start just giving him my open dates. Well, I shouldn't have open dates, but I do.
Yeah,
him my
just
open
give to
dates,
him.
blah,
Hey,
blah,
if you got something on this gig, call me.
But they don't
on this
typically
day.
do a lot of stuff on the weekends, do they?
No,
It's-
that's normally when he does it. All the stuff is on the weekends.
oh
It just it varies.
yeah.
It depends. This is all that conference
He
work,
said,
corporate
he said,
stuff.
yeah, I gotta go to the Point Clear to the Grand there and do the Mississippi Credit Union, and he's like, yeah, you familiar with that? I was like, motherfucker, I spent 4 days in a Airbnb with you. Oh yeah. I was like, rock. We shared a house together. We broke bread together.
It's so crazy how he just doesn't think of stuff like that. He kills me. My favorite thing with him is like he will call me, and I'm just like, all right, I just need date and time.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know. But I've got to sit with him for 30 minutes to listen to whatever and it's fine. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But I'm just kind of like, at the end though, I still need the date and time. I can't tell you if I can do this or not. I'm like, I got my calendar in front of me. I'm like, okay, I can, but then it's always is there something that happens the day before or the day after? I got to
Yeah.
know all this information.
Like
Like, our conversation can literally be 3 minutes. Hey, you good on this date? Yeah, I've got that open. All right, I need you here at this time, and you leave this time. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
No, that's what he kept doing that, and I was like, yeah. What's the total time? He's like, oh, all you got to do is. I was like, yeah. What time do I actually need to be there, and what time am I actually going to leave? And he told me. I was like, see, that's all I needed you to do.
God, he's so funny.
We could just get him to subscribe to this, and then we could do scheduling. It could be like basically
just comment on the
a
thing,
Zoom
yeah.
call.
Yeah, hey. That's not a bad idea. We can start
Right.
having Zoom calls on YouTube. They have to be funny or interesting, though.
Yeah, well,
We're
are
still struggling with that.
Yeah, no, we are definitely.
I wish I
neither.
still knew that dude's name.
I was thinking about it. We watched the show called "It's a Southern Thing" on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and it's literally just all.
I'm actually amazed how much YouTube y'all watch or have on.
you guys, you don't need TV anymore. I promise.
Well, it's funny. I was driving in the van with my buddy Jeff, and he was like, "Pull this up. I want you to watch it." It was like an SNL skit or something like
Yeah.
that. And I pull up YouTube, and of course I get hit with a commercial right away. And he's like, I have to remember that
pays
he's like,
for
I
it.
have been paying for YouTube for so long. I haven't watched a commercial
YouTube
in
Premium
years.
is probably worth it
Yeah, that's what he said.
because you can download any video off of YouTube at that point.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
not to reproduce, but if you just want to watch it or
Oh,
not
yeah.
have to, you can download any video. That's
Oh,
it's
I
look.
didn't
It's
know that. I didn't know that.
is it even? Oh no, because we're live.
Yeah.
If it was a VOD, there would be a download button, and you would hit that button, and it would say, "Would you like to upgrade to YouTube Premium?" But like with YouTube Premium,
Oh.
also because
But you don't get the TV though. That's a separate thing, is what he was telling me.
oh no,
There's YouTube Premium, and then there's
Yeah.
YouTube TV.
No. I just want the premium because, like Spotify, and it really aggravates the piss out of me that YouTube does this. If you, one of the perks of YouTube Premium, it should be standard anyway,
Mhm.
is what you can close the screen and the video will keep playing.
Oh, yeah.
Which is one of
'cause
my
I have to leave
biggest
it running in the
gripe.
car. I just can't put my phone to sleep.
But all of a sudden, now that you're paying $10.99 a month,
It's
you can-
available. Oh, that's-
it's like, come on, guys.
that's pretty shitty.
What a thing to gatekeep.
Yeah.
What a fucking thing to gatekeep.
Yeah, but that might be annoy people enough just to pay the price. Though.
I'm probably pretty close because again, folks, nobody's watching. My wife said,
Yeah.
"Hey, baby, you don't need cable anymore. You can literally everything's on YouTube anyway. Granted,
Yeah.
the video, the episode that's on tonight on NBC, yeah, it's not on YouTube. Just wait, it'll be there.
Yeah.
Like you said, go to the SNL channel on YouTube. It's all there.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, you didn't see him do it that night. Well, but you had to pay for that shit. You just wait. And I have learned so many things, but let's not talk about what's productive.
Yeah.
Just the rabbit holes I've gone down.
But that's what I gotta get. I'm trying to read more anyway, so I don't
I
need
mean,
another
how do you
subscription
think
thing.
that
That's like lately.
if
HBO
you don't
Max.
know, we were kind of brought together through cameras, like reunited after not seeing each other for a long time. And how do
Because
you
we almost started several bands together.
Yeah, but how do you think I got
Yeah.
on that camera thing anyway? Saw some stupid video.
Yeah, on YouTube.
On YouTube,
Gerald
which leads
Undone.
to a Sony video, which leads to a Panasonic video, which leads to a Nikon video, to a Canon, and
Yeah.
then before you know it, you're on the damn B&H channel being like, "Oh, did you know there's a new light coming out this week?" And it's got I know so many things that I have no business knowing.
Right. Yeah.
Epoxy work, woodworking, everything for
I
the
think that's
house.
pretty cool.
I know all about Warhammer 40K, and I've never played a tabletop game in my life.
I don't even know what that
It's
is.
like Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
but it's I
You've went down that rabbit hole.
well because the game came out and it was a big game release on the consoles when it came out like
Oh,
3
it
months
was?
ago. So the shorts feed was just you watch one and you watch it all the way through, and YouTube assumes like you like this. So
Right.
it just fed me, and now I know all. Like I can sit there with Jarrett on the porch at the juke joint, and he's like the Tyranids and all of the Tau and the different levels of the Imperium, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And then he's like, how do you know this? I'm like, YouTube Shorts, man. It just
That's
at this
that's
point
crazy.
because of YouTube
I never
Shorts,
would've known
I don't
that.
think I need to see the new Wolverine and Deadpool movie. I've seen most of it on Shorts.
Oh wow.
Like obviously not strung together, but I've seen
I haven't seen any of that.
probably 80% of the movie on Shorts now. I
Oh,
know
wow.
all the jokes.
Oh really? Are they funny?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you like one or two? I thought they were insanely hilarious.
I mean, they were pretty funny.
I thought they were
I
because
mean,
it's just
It's
because
some of it just like about an hour in. I'm like, it's like the same joke
the Ryan
over and over
Reynolds
again.
thing
Yeah,
can
it's
become,
like,
but for the most part, break
break
the fourth wall, break the fourth wall,
Like,
break the fourth wall.
yeah, it's just like, bro, I'm kind of worn out at the end of it. But, like most of it is extremely funny, but then I'm just kind of like, can we,
Apparently, they did a really good job with this one, like a really good job.
That's
And-
what I
and,
keep
and
hearing.
what's his face that plays Wolverine?
when it gets
is
to
in it.
rent, where I can rent it for $5 instead of rent it for $25 or own it for $29.
Yeah,
whatever.
No, when
That's-
it goes to the
whoever came up with
regular,
that.
like the regular Prime price of $3.99 or whatever,
Right? Yeah.
I'll definitely rent it.
Yeah.
That is one of those ones that I've seen. And my uncle puts out a ranker list every month of movies,
Really?
and it's
didn't know
funny. He had
Is that just a family thing he shares with?
yeah. Well, no, it's funny because I've had his ranker for the longest time. I really, be honest, Uncle Rick, I'm sorry. I've never cared to watch it because it's always like stuff about the Saints as well as everything else. But this one, he just did movies and like, have you watched? Do you like baseball at all?
Yeah.
Have you watched you have Netflix?
No.
Never mind.
Is that his like website?
Well, ranker.com is,
It's its own thing.
yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
okay.
literally just a website for ranking things. Literally.
Oh.
And all you have to do is
Type in.
he
some crap.
is, dare I say, pretty famous on Ranker because he has like the definitive Southern po' boy rank listing for a roast beef po' boy.
Really?
I mean, like he's eaten
What's
every,
number one?
He's eaten everywhere from like anywhere from between New Orleans and somewhere in Florida, everywhere. All the places you've heard of, the
Yeah,
places
uh-huh.
you haven't heard of. I wonder if I can find it through his
Movie thing.
Rick's Rants from the Couch.
That's pretty
His
good.
profile.
Rick's
so
rants
yeah,
from the couch.
yeah, my Uncle Rick. Rick's Rants from the Couch. So he's got,
He's a little technologically challenged, so we're just
no,
working through it.
this is not. It's not me. This is one of those old ass websites. It's like it looks like Angie's List or Craigslist, where it's just like block format. There's no
bunch
like,
of words.
yeah. There's
That's
no
funny.
like. There's no way to look this
That's
stuff up.
hilarious. I'm gonna unplug this and see what happens. See.
Anyway, but yeah, he has a definitive. Oh, here it is, Ranker. So yeah, he's got a definitive list on po' boys
That's funny.
from 3 lists. Rick ranks the couch. Rick ranks the couch favorite movies. Here he goes. Roast beef po' boys.
Oh, okay. All right. I want
Number
know what's in
one. I'll just give you like the bottom and the top.
there. It's a David Letterman's top 10.
So
Number
alone-
10.
alone ranked in this list, he has 90 roast beef po' boys.
90.
All the way
That's
from
impressive.
Zara's Little Giant in Britannia, New Orleans, all the way up 90 different places
Just give me the top 3.
to the number one. Let's do the top 3.
All right. Number 3.
Number 3, and if you've ever been to New Orleans, you would have heard this.
Uh-huh.
Mother's Restaurant,
Oh, wow.
Poydras Street, I think.
That's
in-
where we eat every month when I go to New
Yeah.
Orleans.
Mother's. It's like
I've
it's
never
an
had the-
institution. Institution.
Well, see, I'm trying not to eat the bread, so
Well-
and their bread's like poofy thick stuff. I might have
Anyway,
to break my
Obvious.
rule and
That's
try
an
it for a
obvious
minute.
one. Number 2, never heard this one. Louisa's by the Tracks, New Orleans, another New Orleans
Oh,
place.
okay.
And the number 1, according to my Uncle Rick Oswald, out of 90 choices,
Uh-huh.
is the French Loaf in West Park, Houma, Louisiana.
Huh. That's interesting. Is there what's the closest one to us? Is there one close to us in the top 10?
Yes.
Oh, what is it?
There's probably closer. There's Laurel. But I know he's done Little Ray's. He's done.
Yeah.
I think from his, if I'm not wrong, his favorite on the coast is that place on 90 in Ocean Springs, Mr. I'll find it.
Oh, I don't even know that place. Huh, interesting. That's crazy. You learned something new today.
Yeah, he is. I'm telling you, man. Like he has made it a point to.
Oh.
Oh, look, there you go. Pirates Cove, past Christian, Mississippi, number 27.
Huh.
Bay St. Louis, Johnny's Po' Boys. Woo! Covington, Louisiana.
Damn animals.
Probably, I bet you $10 says it's that place we ate, that sandwich shop. You remember we ate there when we were doing Sarah's video shoot?
Oh,
you and
yeah,
I got
yeah,
lunch.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I mean, it was all right.
Little
Pirates
Ray's,
Cove.
Little Ray's, number 37.
Oh, that's respectable.
The Bodega
90?
in Bay St. Louis.
Huh. Interesting.
Lulu's on Main in Bay St. Louis.
Huh.
Uh,
He's been to 90 places looking for the best roast beef.
Dan's Po' Boys in Diamond Head.
Wow.
Debris in Mobile. Fayard's Country Store, Gulf Coast, Mississippi, baby. A fine, sloppy mess pressed in the Biloxi style. Beef on a little bland side, but still excellent.
It's pretty accurate.
No, he
though.
goes in.
That's pretty accurate.
He
That's
goes.
pretty
Let's go back to the.
cool. Stephen, we have a third viewer.
Holy shit! No, we don't.
Oh, we did.
No, they.
Mine says we do.
Oh, maybe we do. I hope you find this interesting. I know it's probably
Or
not.
funny.
I
Well,
know-
we're wrapping it up. We're getting to the end anyway.
yeah. I'll give you the Pirates Cove. This is how in depth.
We're supposed to get back to our shortcast.
Well,
You know, hey, it's our show. If we go over, we
fuck
go
it.
over.
Who gives a shit?
That's what I say.
Great bread is the key at this Gulf Coast favorite. piratescopoboys.com. That's
Oh.
it. That's all he's got.
That's interesting.
But yeah, Rick Oswald's Rick's Rants from the Couch. That is on Ranker. It's a website where you can vote and rank everything.
oh wow.
And yeah, apparently he is.
I'm just not that dedicated to stuff. I could do like a rant on here, and rank some things like quickly. You know, like we did the Kelsey mix.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't. I couldn't do it any other way.
I want to do it with us because we watched. That was getting back to that whole "It's a Southern" thing. They just like rank shit all the time.
Yeah.
The different ice creams. So of course they talk about Bluebell and like the things
Oh,
we have here.
yeah, uh-huh.
They'll talk about candy bars and they'll talk about frozen biscuits. Who's got the best morning biscuits? Hardee's, Chick-fil-A. You know, and it's all from that Southern perspective. So I'm yelling at the TV, being like, "How can you not put Hardee's number one when he's putting something else?" You know.
Right.
I think we should rank because I don't agree with some of his assessments. There are some things I want to rank on this show. I
Okay.
want us to
Let's
try
rank 'em.
out.
Let's do
not do it all the time
I did. Yeah.
because we'll get fat. But there are some things I want to rank that I feel like he did terrible on the Taco Bell one. He did terrible on the Taco Bell one.
Oh, Mila texted me the other day, and she's like, they brought the OG Gordita back because I was just talking to her about that was my thing at Taco Bell when I was in high school was the soft shell.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain it to her what it was. She was like, "I get it," and I'm like, "No, you don't get it because you haven't had it." And then she's all like, she texted me, she's like, "OG Gordita's back at Taco Bell," and I was like, "What?"
That's one that I want to do. Seriously. So
And I'm like, if you can get the chicken supreme, I'm all about that. As a matter of fact, if up the road has it, I'm going tonight. That's a good idea. I don't know. I
making
don't
me
know if I
hungry.
should get that.
We
before
had
going on the
salads for
plane.
dinner, so it's like my body's probably already chewed up everything that was in my
wanna go to
stomach.
Taco Bell?
Probably.
Let's go. Let's do it.
But I do. There are certain things I want to rank.
Yeah,
There's
no, I'm
certain
with you.
things that I
But it's hard. It'll be a good challenge for me because it's hard because all my life people say, "Hey, what's your favorite this?" I don't have a favorite anything.
at Taco Bell or in
Oh,
general.
in general, like
could you know?
like what's your favorite color? I'm like, I don't know, blue. You know, it's like, but
Yeah.
I like a lot of things, so
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
and I have like if I go somewhere, I get the thing that I like from there that I've had the most that I
Yeah.
enjoy because that's what I want from that place.
Yeah. They
I'm
do
not
that
one
the
to really
best.
venture out. I'll venture out like the first couple times,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, nah, this was really good. I'm just gonna stick with that
True.
for a while.
No, you're right. You figure out what they like or what they make that you
But
like.
see, like take Fayard's Po' Boys. Like my wife it's right down the street from my house, and they do a good job there. I've been getting a turkey dressed, typically with Swiss cheese, add bacon, and pour gravy on it,
Yeah.
or get gravy on the side and you just dip it in it.
Yeah. For
I don't know, 25 years,
Yeah.
or more.
I love Fayards. I
But
fucking
Heather
love Fayards.
forever is on the cert. I should give her that list. She would like to probably try it. She's a roast beef.
I'll send it to
Now
you.
she likes the crumbly roast beef or the slow cooked roast beef, not the sliced
More debris
crap.
style.
Yeah, not the sliced. You got the only sliced roast beef I like is actually from Arby's, because it's thin. But she's always trying to get, and the roast beef will differ from one day to the next, depending on how they slow cooked it
Yeah.
or whatever. And she'll be all depressed one day, and I'm like, guess what? My turkey and gravy, it's the same every time.
Well, it's funny that you say that because
Oh,
I
man.
do not.
We lost
judge-
everybody.
That's all right. Screw it. I don't judge by the roast beef po' boy. I
Yeah.
don't judge by the shrimp po' boy. I don't judge by your fries or your biscuits. I judge by a pressed ham and cheese. That's my shit. That's my number one. That's my.
Yeah.
I do have favorites.
Yeah.
That's my favorite po' boy. I don't give a shit about shrimp. I like a shrimp po' boy.
Yeah,
fine.
I'm with you.
It may
I'm
be
with you.
heresy. I don't give that much of a shit about a roast beef po' boy. A
Yeah.
pressed ham and cheese, and the best pressed ham and cheese I ever had was the Fayards, the one that closed on Pass Road down by the Biloxi post
Oh, yeah,
office.
yeah.
That one,
Yeah, Elvis used to know.
best pressed. And I'm glad you said that because now the next chance I get, I'm going to that Fayards. I'm getting
Yeah, right by Cedar Lake. Yeah, no, it's good.
so good.
Because he's still one of the original Fayards that owns it.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
he? You know, I was sad when he sold it and he went out to Gaucher and opened one.
Yeah.
It was a Gaucher, or I don't know, out. I can't remember. Canal Road out there.
Oh yeah.
And then we were sad because somebody else bought it, and I didn't want to go in there. And he had just built a Hershey's ice cream
Yeah.
bar in the place. Oh, you talk about hit that up.
Oh, man.
It was like cook. What the hell was it? Monster cookie dough caramel drizzle or some crap like that. I don't know. It was fabulous ice cream. It
That's
was
her.
very
That's
good.
her neck of the woods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
3 corners. We're going up to 3 corners, y'all.
That's funny. That's funny.
But yeah, so put
All
a
right,
pin,
well,
put
yeah,
a pin
well,
in that. We're gonna
Put a feather in your cap there.
yeah. I'll have to
or in
write
your
some
podcast.
down. So, and that's a good place to start.
Yeah, there we go.
Or stop
All
rather.
right, our rants are done.
So,
we didn't get any really good.
Hopefully
rants tonight.
everybody comes out.
Gotta punch them.
Everybody comes out mildly happy. tomorrow.
vote.
Go well, yeah. Please
Yeah, I mean,
do
you
go
probably
vote.
should.
Get your ass out and vote. But yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
everything works out tomorrow. You'll be gone. What this time tomorrow? You'll be over the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh no, I'll be. Oh, this time tomorrow.
10 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night. Where you'll be in the air.
Yeah, I'll be in the air.
You'll be just either
Hopefully, I'll be sleeping
sleeping or eating a meal.
because so there's 6 or 7 hours in front of us
Oh, I don't know.
over in Italy. So when I land, it'll be 8:30. It'll be like 2:30 here or 1:30, something like that.
Can you? Is it a big mofo you're on?
I guess so.
Can you walk around?
Oh,
They
I'm
have-
going to whether they
is
want
the-
or not.
on those,
We're s- well,
I
we
thi-
we,
but I
we
think
got
on
we got
those-
an exit row seat, so
but on
there's
those
nobody in front of us. that can
big
sit like
international
this.
flights, there should be like a lounge deck.
No, I don't think it's that big of a plane.
It's not like a huge
It's not that fancy.
747.
I have no idea.
What are you flying?
What United?
I bet you. I'm telling you, man. I'm pretty sure for those international flights, I think there's a place for you to like get up and like stretch your legs a little bit.
Oh well, when I went to Hawaii, it was 7 hours or whatever it was.
Was
from
that a tiny little
Dallas.
plane or a normal plane?
Yeah, it was like a normal plane. I mean, in the back, it was 3 seats.
Yeah.
The aisle, 4 seats. The aisle,
Yeah,
3
yeah,
seats.
yeah.
And we were in the 4-seat section. I mean,
Ugh.
it was, dude. It's literally 4 people sitting on this couch.
I
Is
know.
how much room
I
it
can't
was.
do it.
But
I mean,
no,
I can do it.
No, but I'm like, after about an hour sitting there, I'm like, I got to get up, and I just go stand by the waitress. The what do they call them?
Steward or
Steward.
flight attendant.
Flight attendants. Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry. Flight associate.
Flight associates. I don't know what the hell it's called.
Certified in-flight entertainment technician.
Certified.
Come on, guys. Where are y'all at? We're slinging good ones here tonight.
I know.
Jeez, we got rants.
Nobody likes
We got
us.
ranker lists. We got good jokes. Nobody cares.
Nobody likes us.
We're never gonna hit the big time.
I know, right?
Never.
Well, anyways, on that note, yeah. So we'll see. I'll definitely text you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send some pictures.
for sure.
I'm
So
excited about that.
you'll be over there with the rest of the tourists, which
Yeah.
will
Yeah, I have to go to bed and then I have to wake up super early tomorrow, so I will sleep on the plane. 'Cause I do
Yeah.
not want to be up on that.
Nah, we.
I'll be jittery and kind of nervous anyway because I'm just like, oh, what's that? All I'm gonna think about is we're over the ocean. We're over the ocean. Please don't crash the other. Please don't crash the other.
And
And
it
don't crash in the
will.
ocean at night because I don't want to be in the ocean.
What
at
will
night.
happen is that flight, I can tell you right now, will have the screen that shows you where you're at, and I just know my mind
Be
would
watching the
wake
whole time?
up when it's like dead in the middle and be like, "This is it, brother. You're literally like, no one can help you from here. You're too far away from either side.
Right.
If it happens now,
It's it. It's over
just
with.
peace."
Look for the raft. It'd be terrible.
But you won't have to worry about that. I promise.
Yes.
That's she would be a little
Make
bit
sure this
different.
puppy's charged with my GPS.
There you go.
Help! Help!
SOS, just like with the light, ding 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 ding
Oh,
ding
it
ding,
beep,
ding 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 ding. So you'll be paying out the nose, but I'll be back here in the States because, as usual, if you don't like this podcast, just remember.
This podcast is free.
All right, everybody, have a good election day, and we will see you on the next one.
This podcast is free. Sit back and relax. This podcast is free. I ain't paying for that. This podcast is free. It's Derek and Steven picking topics out of a hat. I ain't paying for that. And now your hosts, Derek and Steven.